I can't think of a more joyous or more fulfilling occupation than to share the blossoming of life force with our fellow human beings. This section of our training, in part, is on the anatomy of breathwork, understanding of the physiology and the anatomy of breathing so that we can better help those that we are coaching. I'm just going to show you a little graphic here about the evolution of the brain. We're talking about the evolution of the brain now. And the first diagram shows that the upper left, breathwork brings us closer to the creative life force itself. And this is the energy that you were working with Omar in the morning about the very beginnings of life. The second one down shows a diagram of the brainstem. And breathwork provides access to the deepest parts of the brain via our body chemistry. The third one down shows the midbrain, and breathwork helps us provide access to our immune system and our emotional system in the midbrain. The fourth one down shows the entire cerebral cortex, and breathwork helps provide access to memories that can change basic attitudes to life in a permanent way. The one on the bottom right shows the prefrontal cortex. Breathwork can help lead us to transpersonal experiences. We're going to look a little closer at the development of the brain that we were just talking about, the reptilian brain. This is the brain that happens automatically. It controls things that we don't have to think about. For example, riding a bicycle or typewriting, or defending yourself, having survival strategies. That's the upper left, the reptilian brain. The next development of the human brain is the midbrain or the mammalian brain. And this helps us with our emotions, our emotional intelligence. And we have more access to memory and learning, and it influences health of our immune system. The lower left is the neocortex, which gives us higher thought processes and learning and language development. In the lower right, it's the frontal cortex, part of the neocortex, which helps us with planning for the future, gives us higher awareness and coordination. Breathwork brings us closer to the spirit of creative life force, or prana. So we're going to look a little bit more now at the actual breathing apparatus. Again, not because we have to know every aspect of anatomy, but we have to be conversant with it enough to truly help our clients. As breath workers, it's essential to understand exactly how we breathe and what happens in the body when we breathe. The more conscious of the process of breathing we are, the better we can help our clients visualize and restore freedom in their breathing apparatus. So we're going to look at the various aspects of the respiratory process and what role breathing plays in modern medicine. So many parts of the body and many functions are involved when we breathe. Our breath is controlled by the respiratory center in the medulla oblongata, or the reptile brain that we were talking about. Usually this operates as a reflex, automatically, drawing on information from sensory feedback mechanisms in the lungs and the muscles. This respiratory center responds to the amount of carbon dioxide balance with oxygen in the blood. The signals are initiated in the breath center according to the levels of carbon dioxide rather than the amount of oxygen present. But this respiratory center can also be triggered by emotions and controlled by the will. Inhalation is an active process based on an impulse from the vagus nerve. Exhalation is the reverse. It's a relaxation of the muscles involved caused by inhibition of the impulse through the vagus nerve. Usually, our breathing operates simply as a reflex, drawing on information from sensory feedback mechanism in the lungs and the muscles. The air we breathe is approximately 20% oxygen and 0.03% carbon dioxide. And there are other elements in the breath, namely nitrogen, water vapor, and other gases. On the other hand, the air we breathe out is approximately 14% oxygen and 5% carbon dioxide. Again, just to highlight this, so the air we're breathing in is 20% oxygen, and the air we breathe out is 14% oxygen. So in other words, the body has absorbed 6% oxygen. The air we breathe in is 0.03% carbon dioxide, and the air we breathe out is 5% carbon dioxide. You can see that the body in breathing is taking in oxygen, and the waste products are coming out as carbon dioxide. Oxygen is the single most important substance for the body. The most important task undertaken by breathing process is to supply the body with oxygen through inhalation and removing of waste products through exhalation. If a human being does not breathe in fresh air, the blood cannot be completely cleaned. Insufficient breathing also has a negative effect on the lymph system that is designed to trap and destroy viruses and bacteria before they cause damage to the body. Insufficient breathing also lowers the content of gastric fluid and enzyme with a negative effect on metabolism. The passage through the intestines also slows down and leads to a buildup of waste deposits. Cells in our body die through a lack of proper elimination. It's been said that the cell of a human body does not just naturally die, it dies because of a buildup of waste products. Through breathing, through proper learning, breathing, through breath work, we continually give a fresh supply of life energy and obviously live longer and happier. Okay, now we've been talking about all of these negative effects. It's time we get some fresh air. So we're going to do an exercise for us all to take in some fresh air called the sun breath. I'm going to attempt to step back from the computer so you can see what I'm doing, and let's all do this together. So we'll be standing up. We're going to inhale in 3 parts, and I'll show you the 3 parts of the inhale. The inhale will consist of breathing in the belly as you reach out. The inhale consists of inhale is lower belly, chest, upper lungs. The exhale, your arms back down to your side. Inhale is lower belly, mid-chest, upper lungs. Exhale, arms back to the side. So let's do this together. Inhale, belly, chest, upper lungs. Exhale. Inhale, belly, chest, mid-chest, upper lungs. Exhale. Inhale, belly, mid-chest, upper lungs. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, belly, heart, upper lungs. Exhale. So you can continue doing this exercise anytime during the day until you refresh yourself. Feel like you are taking in new pranic energy and releasing all the waste products in your body. Our hands actually lead the energy centers in our body. The long gong, the center part of our hands, actually leads our center of balance as we go up. So it is important that you adjust. What you may want to do now is to go like this. Exhale, bring the energy down. And just so everyone understood, if you feel too much energy has gone up, simply inhale easily and then go. When we do these exercises, we're moving energy in our body. And whenever there are places that there's tension in our body, we will experience that move. And it may be uncomfortable in the beginning. When we move energy through parts of our body that have been held, we may feel discomfort, but know that that's part of the opening process. You can also do it without the arm movement. If, for example, you're in a meeting or in the grocery store or someplace, it might look a little strange to be, see, therapeutic breath work is about finding the right breath for the right circumstance, not a one size fits all breathing for all circumstances.